Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I just want to update you on a couple things that are going on in the world. So first off, we're going to go check on our dripstone. So since we got that first dripstone to start producing, this is where we're at right now, which is absolutely fantastic. So I've almost got this whole thing filled up with the dripstone that we've collected. And so at that point, then I have to decide if I want to leave this thing here or if I want to move it. Because the whole reason why I was doing the dripstone thing is so that I could make clay. But to have this this tall up just to make clay, I don't think I really want to come up here and look to see if it's done. So the possibilities for that is to either keep it in this area and move it down to the ground, or the other option is to put it over in the farming area. But I mean, there's plenty of room over here to do it. But my gut kind of says that that is more of an industrial thing and shouldn't really be, in the farming area. So that's just something that I'm going to have to think about. What do I want to do with that in the future? So, next thing, I'm trying to make some water gear. And so if you notice, my XP is now at 4. That's because I went ahead and I made a pair of flippers. So I've got the depth strider on there, the unbreaking, and the mending. Projectile protection. See, I'm not sure if that protects you against tridents or not. I didn't really look, but it's what I have on my boots right now, so I just put the same thing on there. So the next step is to make a snorkel. So I got a diamond helmet made, and I have my books all, put together so I can have respiration, protection, aqua affinity, unbreaking, and mending, so that makes, of course, water work a lot more efficient. But I'm going to need 25 XP to put that together. So I'm just going to hold off on that for a minute. And the reason I want my water gear is so that we can start taking care of this weirdness. So my plan is that once I have it, is to come in and just take out all the resources that I would like to keep from under here, which, the sand and whatever clay that we can find. And then I'm just gonna fill. So I don't know. I'm debating on if I want all of this gravel. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but I don't know that I'm gonna ever want that much gravel. But this is, this is a huge area. And I have tons of dirt, so filling it in wouldn't be a huge problem. This is all spawn proofed for the iron farm already, but I'm thinking I'm gonna fill this part in as well. Oh, the fire, that's for a beehive that's up there, in case you're wondering. So obviously this is gonna be a huge project to come in and get all the resources out and start filling in the dirt. So that's gonna take, a long time. I have no idea why. Oh, I must have had a tree that grew outside of the wall. And that's why there's leaf blocks there. That's funny. Ugh. But not something that I really want here. that's pretty rude of you, Mr. Traveling Villager. Oh, now it's got two. Oh, poor llama. You're a rude guy. I would come up and see what you have to trade, but I don't think I want to. So I think that the best thing to do is to just fill it with dirt and then terraform this out just a tiny bit. Terraforming is not really my strong suit. In fact, I really don't enjoy it at all. And it gets on my nerves. And then I end up with places that look like this. Where I just dug out and just kind of stair-stepped up a little bit. Yeah, it looks great, right? And so the next thing I want to show you that I discovered is down here in my mines, or I did find a bit of dripstone that is accessible. Because I have this this cave under here, and I've been like terrified of it forever. And I came in like a long time ago, and I just lit up like this kind of main portion here. But I got a little brave because, you know, I get tired of hearing zombies, you know, underneath us at certain places. And as I went down and started lighting up more of this, I found a little bit more dripstone over here. So that makes me happy. And then when I was back over there, I got hit by a creeper. But I survived, so it wasn't, you know, any big deal. But I am glad that we had this little patch. That should I want, you know, more and more dripstone that I can harvest from there. As opposed to the super scary cave. That is way down here on level 8. I'm just not brave enough to go in there. I mean, it's ideal and it's amazing, but no matter how much I try to work myself up and say I can go in there and do that, I just kind of panic and say forget it. So it's better for me, I guess, at this point to just, you know, keep ignoring that and go along with what I'm doing. And then the other grindy thing that I really have to do is I need to finish putting in all these ceilings for our first floor of the shopping district. That's gonna take quite a while. And then here, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna plot out a shop because I still haven't decided like what I really want to go here. Because generally I want, you know, on the bottom floor, the things that you use more often. And then on the second floor, I want to make, you know, shops of things that you don't particularly need all the time, like obsidian, for example. Like just things that are just going to be odds and sort of random pieces. And then I also want to put like more kind of cosmetic shops up there. So the 3 that I have in mind that I would really like to do is just like a furniture store, a clothing store, and a pet store. And it'd be really cool to make like a candy shop, but I have no idea like what you could use, you know, Minecrafty blocks that would make it look like it was candy. So I'm probably going to end up not doing a candy shop, but, you know, we'll just see. I mean, and maybe we'll get other creative ideas going as we move along. And I also haven't plotted out any sort of plan as to what I want the second floor to look like. So that's gonna be like in the making as well. So, but for today, one of the little things that we can get done is I need to build this up a little bit so that it matches the height. I mean, not all the way to the top of the library height, but almost. So I think that that is something that we can just, work out today, because this is really starting to get on my nerves. And like I think that when I started doing this pattern, I started down in the middle or something. So I didn't really start at the edge, because I don't think I would have plotted to put like this part like right on the edge, because that's going to make it a little bit hard for me to transition this stuff together. But I have a plan, and I think it'll work out okay. So let me get some stuff together, and we'll go ahead and build this up and just do, a little bit of work in here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these stone half slabs, and we're just going to use the deep slate and round the corner with these. I swear that you place it right and it jumps down at the last second. I swear you can see it just start to go, and then it just says, nope, I want to go down here instead. But okay, so got those in, and now we're just gonna put our iron bars across, because I am gonna carry this part. And so you need to go away, and you need to go away. We're gonna pull these halves out. And replace those with full blocks. And then, do I have my silk? I need my silk touch. Darn it. Okay, I needed a silk touch so I can take those mushroom blocks off of the edge. I'm gonna look at that one because I don't want to lose one of those. Because here we're going to put a deep slate wall. Yeah, coming across on top of these bars. I know there's a hole. I need to put these there anyway. Maybe that one stayed. Yeah, I think that one stayed. Maybe it was just the other one that I removed. Well, I'll look at it again when we go back down. And then on top of that, we're just going to put regular deep slate tiles. Okay, so I'm going to pull these torches out because when you're down here and you look up, you can still see through that. So we're just going to put in some half slabs on top of there to hide that little hole. And the reason I'm using half slabs instead of full blocks is so that I can put some torches here. And that way that makes it a little brighter when you look at it from down here. So it makes like the bars kind of shiny. I like that. I think that's a cool kind of trick. So yeah. I don't know that I like that, like, popping out on, well. I think it's going to pop out no matter where I put it. So I think maybe I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, because it's that way on the other side. So I think we're good there. The way that the wall attaches into the mushroom block there. Okay. So of course the next thing I want to do is just to show you what I plan to do with the edge here. And the reason why we had to build this up is just because it make it a lot just makes it a little bit more cohesive on this side to have built this up instead of trying to figure out a way to build down into it. So I'm just going to put snow blocks on the top. I mean, these are not going to end up being visible at all, but they're easy to come by and you don't have to go mining for them or anything. So I'm just going to stick with the snow for here. Do I need whatever? Yeah, I guess not. And I never put one here either, so I filled that in. And then on top of this, I am just going to put oak. I'm going to use oak planks for now. If I decide like later that I don't like this, I can always, you know, trade this one out with something else, because this is going to be the level where the floor is going to be on the second floor. So I'm just going to pull some of these across. And that's good enough for now. And then we're just going to use birch trap doors to cover this part up. I wish that I had a bit of a better option of trapdoor to pick, but you know, like most of them, they all have holes. Let me see, where do I want to stand? Yeah, so I wish I had like a better option other than a birch trapdoor to use, but I think it's adequate. I think it's okay. Just it's not what I wanted to happen. Oh, man. But I needed a trapdoor that is solid pretty much, that you can't see through, and everything like, and I think that birch and spruce are the only trapdoors that you can make that don't have the holes in them so that you can see, you know, stuff through them. And I really didn't want to use spruce, and I think that the birch kind of matches a little bit better with everything. Yeah, I might have come too far over. Sorry. So does anyone remember when they first made scaffolding? And you branch it together like this, and then you go to shift, or go to crouch, and you would just fall through. I did that so many times when they first made this. I am so glad that they fixed that. It made me like not want to use it, because I like fell almost to my death a couple of times. Okay, so there's the kind of the basic idea of what we're going with as far as, you know, hiding the edges of the ceiling coming in and getting it to line up with the other buildings as well. I mean, I'm not super excited about it, but for the most part, I'm just hoping it's not too distracting, because, you know, when you're running down here, you don't really notice it so much. And that's kind of a good thing, because I don't really want that to like grab your eye and force you to look at it. I just kind of want it to be just kind of a blendy transition. So hopefully, you know, it'll be okay like that. And like I said, the oak wood on the top, I'm not sure that that'll stay oak, or that might turn to something else when I decide, you know, what I want to do with the second floor, or how I want to plot it out, basically. Okay, so I think that will wrap this up for today. I know I didn't have a whole lot going on today, but it was good to just kind of hang out a little bit and talk and show you some stuff. I do have quite a bit of grinding ahead of me to get the rest of the ceilings in, and also you need to spend a little bit of time up there at the mob spawner to get my level so that we can make the snorkel. So when I get all of that accomplished, we'll come back or maybe if I get bored of the grind, I'll come back and do something else. So until next time, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see ya.